Sean, do you find two parts? Do you find any solace in knowing that the boxing public doesn't view that fight as a loss? And two, what could you have done differently?
What was the first one?
That the boxing public doesn't view that Keith Thurman fight as a loss, as a true loss.
Yeah, you know, the more I finally watched the fight for the first time, and I just feel like, you know, there were punches here and there in between in some of the rounds that just may have separated the judging. I'm not one. I don't make excuses, and I don't fuss. So when the decision doesn't go my way, I let you guys be the ones to put out there that Sean was robbed, or Sean didn't get the decision he deserved, and all this and that. And you know, I take the criticism, both the positive and the negative criticism. You know, so the fact that you guys don't view it as a loss has actually helped me work my way through the fact that I didn't get my hand raised. You know, the first time I saw 26-2, I wanted to like blow up. I wanted to blow up and erupt. But then, you know, when you continue to read and see that you guys, you know, just felt that the fight was that exciting, and that, you know, there really was no loser in that fight, you know, it helps me deal with it. You know, so what could I have done different? I honestly do not know. I continue to ask myself that, and then obviously looking at the fight, I said right there, if I didn't get hit, I should have slipped. Hands were down. You know, maybe they gave that round to him. You know, so it's honestly with that fight, it's just a matter of, you know, not getting hit one less time than I did. Honestly, is how I feel about it.
Hey Sean, with Keith Thurman getting the official win, would you say he's the #1 welterweight in the world right now?
Man, don't ask me that question.
Outside of you.
I'm not going to answer that question because I'm going to answer it honestly, and I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay, all right.
Why are you trying to hit me, man?
I said outside of you. I said outside of you, Sean. Outside of you. Who's number 2 after Shawn Porter?
I'm not. All right. Here's the thing. He won the fight. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Who's the top 3? Oh man.
Oh man. He won. You know. So it is what it is.
Keith's a great fighter. We're looking forward to fighting Keith again. It'll be a great fight. And this is what you need to become great. You need Shawn Porter to fight Adrian Bronner. You need Shawn Porter to fight Keith Thurman. You need Shawn Porter to fight Tim Bradley. You need Shawn Porter to fight Kell Brook again. This is how you become great. You can't become great on your own. You need other fighters to step up and fight. And this is how fighters become great. So Keith is a great fighter. He won the fight. He got the decision. We want to fight again. You know, the public demands it. This is the first time we ever came to the ring to boos. We come into the ring and they booed us as we came in. But they cheered him when he came in. Now, when the decision is announced, they booed the decision and they booed him as he spoke. And then when Sean spoke, they cheered him. So, you know, I understand that everyone has an opinion of the fight. Some people say this, some people say that. And the judges are the same. You know, whether they like me or they don't like me, whether they like him or they don't like him, none of them went to school to become judges. I actually don't see any judges on any high levels that was in these trenches with me when I came through the amateur system for the last 20-some years, since 1990. I don't see any of them. I didn't see any of them make it to the top. Where did you get your credentials from? Really? I mean, I know what he did to get to this point. I know what Keith did to get to this point. I know what, you know, the Charlos did and Demetrius Andrade did, and I know what did you do to get here? Who did you know? You know what I mean? We got a young lady in here right now who's an amateur judge, and I could ask her, how many of the judges that you see on these, did you ever see them come through the system? Did they put any time in learning, go to any of these classes? No. Nothing. So, I mean, it's an opinion. Everyone has an opinion. And, you know, they gave him the fight, and we just want the rematch. And we want that opportunity to fight him again and have a great fight. And I believe it deserves to be a rematch. We deserve that.
Last question.
Yes, go ahead.
If I'm Keith Thurman, I don't take the rematch.
I know you don't take the rematch. And if you're who you are, you giving him a subliminal message not to take the rematch. I understand that. If you Keith Thurman, you don't take it. So go ahead.
It seems like every person you get in the ring with, they have to bring their A level to fight.
Absolutely.
Do you think that two-pronged to your style is they probably don't want to fight you because they have to play at the San Antonio Spurs level? Like, you've missed the consistency, you've missed out work. Do you think that's the
That's a problem. It's definitely a problem. It's always been a problem since the amateur system. So did Keith look like, did he fight like a man who had been in a car accident to you? Nah, he didn't fight like a man that was in a car accident to me. But, you know.
But he looked like that after the fight.
He looked like it after the fight.
That was a hell of a fight.
It was a hell of a fight. And we should do it again.
It's not happening, you know that.
It's not happening. And we